Hello, this is Dr. Matoya. We would like to welcome you to our podcast episode on Black anger, from pain to privilege. In our conversation of Black anger, we have broadened the scope of Black anger to include our hearts being numb to potential resources, support, and privilege that are available to all if we don't fade to Black anger. So today we are going to deviate from the general holiday conversation to a more specific daily tool. So let's welcome the author, speaker, and coach, Dr. Kirk Whitmore Sr. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege to be here today.
Okay, today, in light of the Oxford school shooting and previous shooting, Dr. Whitmore, how does Black Anger book provide tools for this serious conversation?
Well, the book of Black Anger deals in chapter 1 about a time in my life when I was bullied. And bullying has a 4-part conversation that we will do if you're open to it. I hope the broadcasters are open to this, that we can do this on the 4-part, but I believe we can do this.
Certainly.
Part number 1 is, thank you, part number 1 is the impartation of the parent to the child that's being bullied. Part number 2 is the child themselves and their receptivity of that impartation and how they are to conduct themselves in a world that bullies. Part number 3 has to do with the bully themselves. Part number 4, unfortunately, has to do with social media etiquette when it comes to a world that bullies. So, Dr. Whitmore, I have the unique relationship with you because you're my wife.
Yes.
And we did something with our children to protect them emotionally and spiritually from bullying. Long time ago. Our babies are adults now, but we started very young. And this confession, an affirmation we're about to read to you, it started smaller than what it is right now. So don't get it, well, that's a whole lot. It was actually started off with just a few words that we would be riding in the car, and we just asked the children, on the way to school or return from school or an event, well, what do you believe? And it flowed like this. It said, we said, if the parents, we ourselves would say, what do you believe? And they would say, I'm intelligent, I'm tough, and I'm loved, and I don't give up because God is always with me. That's how it started. But then it began to extend. And it said, show me your friends, and I'll show you your future.
Yes.
I control my body doesn't control me. I control my mind doesn't control me. I control my attitude doesn't control me. I control my future doesn't control me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. Then each one of them has a different, unique personality, and one would say, I'm focused, fixed, and fired up. And then they would say, Mommy and Daddy loves us very, very much. Tori and Reg, to Granny, Uncle Terrence, and all the loved ones we can trust. Train up a child in the way that you should go, and when you get old, you should not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, and the evil days come nigh, and the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Ecclesiastes 12:1. And then we'd have say, God said it, I believe it. God said it, I believe it. And then we would have a kind of a call and response. I would say this day, and they would say this day. And I say, well, reward us. And they'd say, reward us because of our systems. And then I would say, our systems is our character. And they would repeat after me. And our character is the sum of our behaviors. And our behaviors are what we choose.
Yes.
And so this was a shield. We built this over time for them. It just didn't happen overnight. It was something, but we had a space that we built them up psychologically and spiritually, because this world bullies. And we knew that, and we wanted to give them a tool that when people try to come at you in this way, you're strong enough, because one of the first things we say, I'm tough. That means I have the tenacity to stand up against words that are not true, words that I don't have to accept. Last point, and we're done for the day. For every one negative word that is spoken and we have some receptivity to it, it takes 100 words to get that out of your subconscious. So we did this on a daily basis because we understood, not as much as we do now, but we understood when you hear negative or things said to you, they have a life impact. It is a very devastating line to say sticks and stones may break my bones, and names will never hurt me. The problem is the names hurt you sometimes harder than the sticks and stones. So we as parents have to be proactive and vigilant, and to be able to impart into our babies a shield, if you will, over their heart and their mind, and to deal with a bullying culture. That is part one. That's only one aspect of it. We'll get to the next one on the next episode.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Whitmore. It sounds like this book is a great, or can be used as a great tool for many. So how do we get the book?
Right now, the book is available on Amazon. As we keep saying, the website is being designed. The website is yet being designed. Facebook is taking their time on allowing my Black Anger page to be a e-commerce page where I can do transfers there. So all this is in the works. So probably I'm gonna have to push it back about a month or so. You'll be able to do that, get it from our Facebook page. Because it'll be an e-commerce page, and then also the website that is being designed probably in a couple of weeks, definitely by the end of the year. Everything should be online, but right now it's on Amazon, right now live in the ebook and the paperback.
Yes. So if you're looking for help in many areas of your life, I would suggest to get the book, Black Anger.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Whitmore.
Thank you.